You guys know Candace. And before you guys come at me, I know I said my channel is going to be specifically for music related things, the music industry, artists, all of that. But so this is sort of a mashup because I know I've done a few Candace videos, but that was prior to me having made that decision to niche my channel. But now she's sort of speaking about the hip hop industry and the music industry, so it's sort of an overlap. So I think it's allowed, right? And you know, you guys love Candace. I love Candace. Everybody loves Candace. So now she's speaking about the music industry. Specifically, she's speaking about the hip hop industry. She's speaking about the music that's being put out, the messaging, and all the demonic, Illuminati, satanistic, all these weird, funny things that are in the music nowadays. And yeah, she's not liking it, and she's here to talk about it. So we're gonna listen to what she says, and then we're gonna chat about it afterwards.
This, you have to defend Black artists that are producing filth. And I say, no, actually, it's been very clear to me for a long time that Black culture has been infiltrated, that there is some sort of an intentional push to sign artists who are creating music that is more and more derogatory. In fact, I think that Black music and music all across the board has become somewhat pornographic, but especially Black music. I mean, I grew up listening to The Temptations, Lauryn Hill. You can't tell me that these executives, these record executives, are crawling all across social media and this is the best talent that they can find. Of course it's not. They're intentionally signing these individuals, in my view, individuals like Cardi B, individuals like Sexy Red, because they are trying to impact our psyche. I believe the eyes and the ears are the window to the soul. And they know the soul is real and they know that God is real. But as I've told you many times on this show, they are Team Satan. Well, lo and behold, I was scrolling on Instagram and I came across this montage of rappers and musical artists speaking about exactly that. Take a listen.
I was on rap stages rapping about, you know, violence and guns. You know, we get paid to rap about that stuff. They actually pay us more when we rap about more ignorant stuff. So I make sure I even align and come on talk on stages like this.
That's kind of why I didn't want to do this.
Crazy. I've never seen that. I've never seen that video make me. That's crazy.
Song Shake It or like any drill song, because it's like these songs are activating like these demons that I killed. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be that girl anymore. Like I just want to be a mother. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be that old Cardi anymore.
Well, what if Summer comes to you, as pretty as she is, and says, "Mom, I want to be a city girl"?
She ain't gonna be no city girl.
So Summer ain't allowed to be no city girl?
No, I want her raised totally different. Like, I don't even want her to even see the light of day like that. Like, I really want her to just be like, like never went to the school girl and just on a whole nother way. Like, so to be clear, to quickly recap who you had, there was Meek Mill, who was speaking about the music that they are told to create. They want to make money. Cardi B, sounding like she was close to tears because she doesn't want to make that sort of music. And she uses this phrase that the music that she's making, it's activating demons, she says. And again, sounds like she's about to cry. And then lastly, that was an artist known as Young Miami, who again is creating this weird paradox. So she's saying she creates music that she doesn't actually believe in, that she doesn't want her children to listen to. And there have been rappers who have spoken about the fact that record labels will force them to record demonic phrases and to say demonic phrases backwards and to insert it into their. Why aren't you listening to the artists who are saying that this is what they have to do? And by the way, this extends beyond music. I've spoken to models who say that they're basically told that they have to act like sluts, that they have to get naked if they want to get paid, even if they're not comfortable. They have to do these sorts of things, perform these sorts of scenes in order to get paid. This is how you make money in Hollywood. Hollywood is dark and Hollywood is demonic, in my viewpoint. I feel it spiritually. As soon as I land here, I'm just going, this is a dark place. And so here's what's really interesting. I had remembered seeing a clip of an artist.
All right, cool. She goes on to speak about XXXTentacion and a whole bunch of da. But yeah, I understand the gist of it. I understand her chat. It's not a new chat. I mean, man, niggas been saying that the music is, just filth nowadays. It's bad messaging, very negative, very evil, very circular. I guess that's why they call it circular music, because it's a part of a select few and you decide to join that circular nation and listen to this crazy music. But yeah, it definitely is. I agree with her 100%. Like, I wouldn't limit it to only like hip hop, because also there's also a lot of other genres, that also incorporate and promote and glorify, these dark, satanic, weird, demonic things. Rock music, heavy metal, all that shit. Like most, if not all of these rock artists, bands, they fucking, in that type of realm. So I wouldn't just single it out to hip hop only, but definitely in hip hop, it is like, it's it's weird. It's definitely a thing, especially like you can miss it if you're not hearing it. But once you say like, once you decide to actually sit down and listen to what you're actually listening to, that's why when I listen to music, I always read the lyrics. on Apple Music, especially when I'm listening to something, especially if it's new, if it's a song, I don't know. I listen and I read to actually hear and understand what am I hearing? What is this person saying? Because sometimes you can hear, but you don't know what he's saying because you don't understand what he's saying. But if you're reading, you can see what he's saying and you can read what the person is saying, So yeah, but it's very scary, man. It's very scary. I think it's one of the negative sides of listening to mainstream media, mainstream music, all of that is that it's just, a lot of it can be used to sort of influence people, influence you, instill things in you, maybe just like even subconsciously that you're not even knowing, but just slowly hearing this shit, and you just like getting instilled in your brain and all that. So that's why you got to be mindful. Sometimes you must listen to the music. Obviously, I'm not saying don't go and listen to music now. Don't go and delete all of your Travis Scott songs type vibes, But it's just like you got to be mindful of what you're listening to. The same way people try and be mindful of what they're eating, what they're watching, what they're doing. You got to be mindful of what you listen to as well, because that shit, especially if you're someone like me, I listen to music every fucking day, so I try and not always have to listen to things that promote or speak about these negativity things. Sometimes